Hello, Nina. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you, Bianca?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for hopping on a quick call with me. Can you
Of
maybe
course.
introduce yourself a little bit? Who are you? Where are you from? And maybe more importantly, where are you currently living? And what were you
Okay.
doing before the program?
All right. So I'm Nina. I just turned 32. I'm originally from the
Congratulations.
Netherlands, and I moved to Thailand 1 year ago after selling everything I owned. And I really mean everything I owned. I only brought my passport and the clothes on my back, and
Fair.
most important stuff, laptop,
Uh-huh.
because that's how I make money right now because of the program. And yeah, it was quite a challenge coming here, arriving to a new country, starting a new life. I've always been an entrepreneur over 10 years, and I literally had no single clue what to do when arriving here. And I could honestly say I felt a little down because of the motivations why we left our country. But still, it's paradise, so you don't hear me complain. But starting a new life is a lot different than just coming there for a holiday
Yeah,
because you need to
definitely.
find your new routine. You need to find your new purpose. So you need to almost reinvent yourself and what you're going to do in life. And we discovered a couple of different opportunities before I started with the LLMP,
Mm-hmm.
and it turned out into a disappointment. So I'm glad
Okay.
that I didn't do it. It was renovating some bungalows, and then the owner
Mhm.
didn't tell about rotten concrete, and she
Okay.
wanted us um, to be accountable for everything. And so I'm really glad that we didn't proceed because the guy that does proceed has a lot of issues with the owner right now about the construction. And so
Wow.
it turned out to be a good thing that we didn't dive into it. Um, yeah, so
Everything
I think,
happens for a reason.
yes, exactly. That's what I think as well. And after 2 months of joining the program, I earned the first money. So I landed the first customers and the first project.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Very
aimed a
exciting.
little high, but I thought, let's try and see if I can get away with it. And I got away
And
with
you
it.
did, yeah.
Yeah. And I did,
Nice.
and I'm happy that I did. And yeah, I didn't want to underprice myself. And I was like, okay, large companies, they can even put a whole team on inventing a name, a suitable name for a company. So why would I price myself low? And the program gave me the confidence to do it and to be bold, or how do I say it? Yeah, to
Yeah.
be a little bold and just dive into it. And if it wasn't for the program and the coaching, of course, then I would have probably, yeah, make a lot cheaper price for something that is valuable and they are happy about it. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the most important thing. You knew they had the budget, so yeah,
yeah,
I think you just went for it and they
yeah, you have
agreed.
to. You have to figure out what the budget is, and they had a whole team surrounded with the design for the clothing. They had graphic designers already. They had two artists for their design on the clothes from different countries. So yeah, they had a budget ready for it, and they got stuck with coming up with a brand name, and they got stuck for a year already. And everything around them was ready for the press, like ready to lift off.
Uh-huh.
So the only thing was the name, and they didn't want anybody, like just anybody, not a graphic designer or not somebody who's into branding specifically, but they wanted somebody who really feels what the embodiment of the brand is
Yeah,
and is
exactly.
highly liked. That's what they wanted. They didn't want a graduated nerdy guy who didn't know anything about their brand. They wanted somebody who really lived their lifestyle basically
Yeah.
and would wear their brand if it comes out. And yeah, that really resonated with them. And after hopping on a discovery call, they said, yeah, you're perfect for the job, and we really like your vision, and let's go for it. So they said that the price was okay, and I charged $855 for coming up with 3 brand names, like highly plausible names, and the logo design. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and I think because of them, you landed another client as well, right?
Yeah,
For
I
another
was
logo.
talking about this client I landed through Upwork. So it was the first clients I landed through Upwork. And I talked about it in a bar I'm doing social media marketing for here on the island. And the friend, like a good friend, American friend of my beta client of the bar, he said, "Oh, you're doing logo design," and I said, "Yeah, I just landed this project." And he said, "Oh, I'm having this big Bitcoin hedge fund, and I need a new logo design because I scrapped mine together, and I will give you $500 for it." And I'm like, "Okay,
Okay. Yeah,
okay, let's go."
nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how you
Yeah.
can see like how important it is to just talk about what it is that you do, because you never
Yeah.
know. Nice. So
Yeah.
what would you say was like the most valuable thing in the program that like really helped you out?
I think it's just to have some handles where to start and how to move further. So sometimes as an entrepreneur, if you have a background like me, I had a high class escort business before, and nobody teaches you how to do that. Nobody is
Yeah.
handing you ropes. Nobody is handing you a life vest because nobody either has a single clue what to do with this business,
Just
and
winging it.
nobody can inform you because it's a really gray area, and everybody is a little bit wary of it. And there's not a lot of support in your environment as well because they think it's very weird, and they'd rather not talk about it than do talk about it. So
Yeah.
yeah, and here you have a lot of support. You've got if you need help, you got to ask for a life vest, and there's one that's been
We'll throw
throwing
it.
at your face, so you throw it at me, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I can move on again, and I will get back on the boat and get unstuck. And
Nice.
yeah, and that's what I think is the power of this program, because you don't need to feel um, left alone in the cold, not knowing what to do. And you can always reach out to other people who are struggling as well. You can easily get a response from them, to somebody who struggled with the same thing before but managed to get through it and wants to help you.
Yeah.
So I think this is the most valuable part of being either if you are a freelancer or an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter what you want to do and what you want to reach with this program. So if your goal is to start an agency, you have you have a lot of people in this community available already to start this.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
whatever you want to do, whatever your goal is, which you will develop and which will change over time, because that's what I'm going through as well.
Yeah, it's all part of
Um,
the journey.
it's all part of the journey, but it's all there. You only need to reach out, find the right person, get connected, and the Discord channel connects you. So it's within grasp. Everything you need is within grasp.
Yeah,
And
thank
you
you.
don't need to have long arms because I'm not very tall.
I think it's also up to you, right, to ask the right questions and to also, ask for help, which is sometimes a little bit hard for people to do. But yeah, I think it's important to know that there's always someone to help you out. So, when you were thinking about investing into the program, what were your thoughts around that? And maybe why did you decide to do it anyways?
Oh, good question. Mm, my thoughts around it were initially, I hope this program is not bullshit. Is it really what they say it is, and will they really guide me into where I want to go? Because I really wanted to do a remote job. So I was a digital zero, and I wanted to go to digital hero.
I
But
like
yeah,
that.
try to get a dinosaur out of her shell and get her to be a digital hero. Well, that's something else. Then you need some help. Then you need a little push in the back to reach that. So I knew that I couldn't do it by myself because I'm not that capable. I'm not that handy online. And yeah, if you know you have to start an online business because that's the future. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I think it's the future, especially when you're living as an expat in a different country where you either or get a really low income if you do a job right here, and you need a work permit, which is not so easy. So this widens your horizon. So the first customer I landed through Upwork was from Southern California. So what you do is the positive things about that is you don't need to pay tax income yet.
Mm-hmm.
And if you travel around, then yeah, normally in the Netherlands, it has been a large part of where your money goes to
Mm-hmm.
taxes.
Texas, yeah.
And most people don't like to pay that. So that's a that's a big relief. And you don't need to worry about the work permit. You have freedom of location. So if I want to grab a scooter with the side span and I want to leave tomorrow, I can
Can
leave
do it.
tomorrow. I can put my stuff in there. I
Yeah.
can leave tomorrow. I sold everything back in the Netherlands, so I don't have a lot of stuff anymore, which is good, which is only a burden. And yes, explore the world. And now with Laptop Lifestyle Master Program, it granted me the freedom to be to make your money from everywhere. I don't even need a steady Wi-Fi connection. I just bought a phone card for a year
Oh,
again, 4G everywhere in
yeah.
Thailand, connect it to my laptop and I can work.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. Okay. And is what if someone was watching this right now and they are deciding whether or not they should join? What would you tell them?
I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years and I wished this program was fallen into my laps sooner rather than later. Because either if you use it or not, you're learning so much from it. Even if it's something about mindset or you need some coaching to get there where you want to be, it's valuable whatsoever. Doesn't matter if you're gonna start a business into a digital skill you're gonna develop. It's valuable. I think it's valuable as every for every entrepreneur who wants to do their own thing. It doesn't matter if you're gonna be a freelancer just launching jobs,
Mm-hmm.
or you're gonna start an agency, or you're gonna start whatever you want
There's
to
so many
start.
skills out there, right? So,
Yeah, there's so much out there. It's so wide. And yeah, I think with the right push in the back, everybody can reach to be independent, location based, and financially. So it's not BS that Jed is selling on on her Instagram. It's actually true. And mm, so the success, it all depends on your effort. So the effort you put in, you get back. So if you don't put in any effort, you get nothing in return. But if you don't want to work for it, then you don't get anything in
yeah,
return.
definitely
So
true.
it's, yeah. So yeah, I think it's really valuable for everybody who wants to start an online business or who wants to start a business in general. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.